want 100% focus 100% of the time while we're out on the track. And once we're out there, we also want to make sure that we're 6 to 7 car lengths from the other students. However, if you are the student directly behind me, the instructor, then you may be as close to me as you wish because you'll be setting the pace for us for those 3 laps that you're behind me. However, we're going to start with our warm-up lap. So we'll just be going a little bit slower, getting reacclimated to the track. We'll get up into 3rd gear as we're entering here. And we'll be lining up on the left-hand side of the track because our first corner here, corner number 10, is a right-hander. We want to set up on the opposite side of it, next to our blue turn-in cone. Make sure we're adding brake pressure well before that blue turn-in cone, turning in at it, getting on top of the curbing at the orange cone. Once we're there, though, we can unwind our steering wheel to the left so that we can accelerate here on the straightaway. We'll get up into 4th gear on the straightaway. And like I said, these straightaways are a great place to take a nice deep breath, make sure we're staying relaxed. We don't want to be tense on the steering wheel. Make sure we're scanning ahead for our braking zone. We'll be braking at our red number 4 board. Then we'll downshift into 3rd gear. And we'll continue braking until we smoothly bleed off at our turn-in point, getting on top of our apex curbing. Once we're there, we'll unwind our hands to the left. And we'll get up into 4th gear. We'll bleed off the throttle at our turn-in point, make that triangle shape here I was talking about. If you look through the corner, you've created a straight line by doing so. We'll unwind to about the middle, then we'll make a diagonal line into our next braking zone for turn number 3. We're braking at the red number 4 again. And we'll get down into 3rd gear here, turning at the blue turn-in cone, no later. So we went a little past that blue turn-in cone there, Rudy. There we go, on top of our curbing, straighten out the steering wheel once we're there, head straight for the red braking cone, braking at the red cone. Coming up to the middle, turning our head, finding our orange apex, increasing our steering down to it. We want to be on top of that curbing, right before that orange cone. We'll begin braking right before the first curve, still keeping some brakes on for balance through the second, lining up next to our blue turn-in cone for the 3rd. We'll begin braking before our turn-in cone, turn in, downshift to 2nd gear, stay in the middle, then increase our steering down to apex, lined up perfectly next to the blue. Slight brakes here for turn number 9, get down to it, unwind, back up to 3rd. Alright, Rudy, your turn to set the pace for us. You may start increasing your speed if you would like. Get down to our apex first, then we'll accelerate. Up at the 4th gear. And remember, everybody, whenever our steering wheel is straight, we can be full acceleration. Firm brakes at the red number 4, down into 3rd gear here, balancing as we turn in. Excellent curve usage, back up to 4th gear. Firm brakes at the red number 4 again, down into 3rd gear. Remember, turn your head, use your visual scanning technique, find that apex, steer down to it, on top of that curbing. Excellent. Coming up to the middle here, just balancing the brakes, then just coasting. Get the car rotated down to apex first, then we can accelerate. Braking before our first curve, balancing through the second, lining up next to our blue cone. Excellent. Excellent curve usage, we're using all the track, I like it. Brake, turn in, then downshift, stay in the middle here, then make a 90-degree angle to line up perfectly on the right-hand side. So yes, I think we turned in a little too early that time. Remember, stay in the middle, and then we'll increase our steering. Make sure we're slowing down enough here, turning at the...
Alright, you ready to go?
You bet.
Let's do it. gave him my hands and took my arm. Roll back a little bit. There we go, the nose, not the tire. There you go, Rudy. Make sure you're on drive. Manual mode, you're good to go. In the middle of that turn right there, start looking to the straightaway. 3768, 2/10 of seconds quicker your time. Paul, is your turn. You good to go. Another lap with you, Merrill. Now, Merrill, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Go to a full stop. Rudy, Paul, come on up behind me. One more lap, you and me, Rudy. Patient, patient. Eyes up to one. For you, Paul, you're starting to run wide and get up over that exit curve as well. Try to stay left longer on approach to 10. If you run wide, it'll cause you to run out of room. Throttle some, Rudy. Scanning through two. Eyes up to one. Straight into one sign. Downshifting. Third gear. Very good brake pressure on approach. Great apex there, Paul, into 3. Brake slow. Keep it on the right edge. Nice. So, Paul, I've been mentioning here in the 10. You want to be later to turn in, but quicker with your steering ring. And let's slow the speed. Turn 10, man, all over the exit curving. Be careful. Run your line. Be safe, man. Nice. Now remember that 96 on the right. We're going to stay a little right, then all on the left. Oh, there you go. Didn't that feel better, man?
Yeah.
Awesome job. Great fix there, man. All right, gentlemen. We are going to do our final rotation, so Rudy, you're going to slow your pace with me.